So Dee, I think when you're trying to break 100, oftentimes it's those blowout holes, isn't it? Where you might try for too much, you know.
Yeah, 100%. I think when you're trying to break 100, you need to know when to lay up,
when to play conservatively.
when to play conservative but sensibly, or when to attack.
Yeah, that's right. And we've got a situation here. We're about 100 metres away, and it's a very, very well guarded pin here.
Unbelievably guarded, and it's quite a big green, but you can see the pin is over on the left hand side, and there's bunkers in the front of it, a bunker in the back, so it's all what we call a sucker pin. You're a sucker if you're going for it, unless you've got 40 metres or something.
That's
and we're
right.
already 100 metres. So
Now, if you're using a wedge or a 9, then we're going to say, sure, you can go for it.
Yeah.
You might want to err a little bit on the right hand side where there's more green to work with.
Can you see there, Annie, that bunker on the left is really close. It's very tight. So if you err towards that big high tree in the background, so that if you pull it, you look like a hero. If you fade it, you're still got great.
That's right. So we're saying anything more than a 7-iron, and we're thinking you could do one of two things. You could aim for the big fat part of the green to the back right, in which case you need a little bit extra club.
Yes.
Still need to be pretty confident though, wouldn't you?
Still, if you're coming in with a 7-iron, still need to be pretty confident. If you're coming with a 9-iron, it's still the same swing, but
that's it. And our other option is to lay up short.
Exactly, because you're getting a stroke on this hole. Walking off with a bogey means you're certainly going to break 100.
That's right.
So if you lay up short with your favourite little wedge, or just hit a little chip shot down, then go onto the green,
and then two putts.
Yeah,
and you've got your 2
you're
points.
home and hosed.
Yeah, exactly. So this is a classic example, isn't it, of playing smart.
Yeah, exactly. So absolutely playing smart. Maybe what we should do is just play a smart shot and an attacking shot, and just see the danger you can get into unless you play it really great.
Let's do that, Dee. You can play it. So what are you going to use at 100 metres normally?
To be attacking?
Yeah, if you're going to go for that flag.
Number one, even from 100 metres, for me, 100 metres, that's about my wedge. So, but I'm probably still not going to go for the flag. I'm going to go a little bit to the right.
It's really tough.
Go with my pitching wedge.
I'll go and caddy for you. I'll get you a wedge.
And then maybe, a wedge, and then maybe a 9-iron when I play my little safe shot.
Is that your 51 or your TW?
No, it's my PW.
PW.
Pitching wedge.
I think we're going to have...
That's all right, we're doing okay here. So this is my attacking shot. Where's the wind? So I need to look at that. I'll get rid of that ball.
Give me that.
So what I've really decided here, you can see where the pin is. So I'm actually going to have a little swing. I haven't had any swings.
we didn't warm up for this, actually.
So don't do as we do. Is that wind into us a little bit?
I think it is.
So this pitching wedge may not
quite
be
strongly. It's sort of coming across this way.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to aim a little further to the right.
Yeah,
so
good idea.
To the right. Go through my routine. I have a little shot here. So I'm aiming right. I'm not aiming at the pin at all.
That's a good shot, considering you weren't warmed up.
And it's nicely in the middle of the green.
Now, what would you do if you were laying up? What club would you choose for that?
Well, so the other thing is, it depends on how far you hit. So someone from 100 metres might be using a 7-iron.
Just to lay up?
No, I mean to get on, they might be using a 7-iron.
They might even be using a 7-iron to lay up, depending.
So even though I was then just using a pitching wedge, I still didn't go for the green. So, but I felt quite comfortable because I haven't warmed up.
Well, you were going for the green though.
Oh, I mean, I was going for the green, but not the pin.
We've just got someone coming onto this hole behind us, so will we just let him play?
Yes, let's just let him play.
So we're back. We just let our golfer through. So our first option was to play for the big part of the green.
Yes.
Our second option was to lay up into that sort of nice area short.
Just near the sign there, so then I just go through the middle because we're just trying to break 100.
That's right. So we were suggesting that you just need to take 2 clubs off whatever it was you would have used to go onto the green, or you could just punch a half swing shot down.
Yeah, just
there.
do a little half shot down into the opening.
Yeah.
So I'm only, like we had 100 metres, so I'm only going to try to hit it, 70 metres, something like that.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but the important thing, Annie, when I just played that last shot, is that even though I hadn't warmed up or anything, I was feeling quite comfortable because I was going for the fat part of the green.
Yeah, and Dennise is a professional, so if
I am a professional.
if she thinks she's going to play a little bit safe, then everybody should,
Exactly.
with a wedge as well.
Because then if I pull it, I'm looking great. If I push it,
that's
no
right.
problem.
And if you were to go for the green at the hole and pull it, you're in all
I'm
kinds
in another
of
bunker.
Yeah.
If I go too far, it's not the way to go.
No, that's
so
right.
why don't I just play a nice little soft little pitch down there? So I'm only just going to do a little. I want this to go 75 metres. So whatever your 75 metre shot is, and it's just a nice smooth little. So you can see I just did a little punch shot down there.
And that's
coming up
nice and safe.
short, and notice also, Annie, it's towards that opening. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to leave myself the easiest second shot in.
So you could play a normal full shot with 2 clubs less than the one you would have used to go on the green, or you can just play a punch, whatever you're more comfortable with.
Yes, because really what we're trying to avoid is to avoid that blowout hole. So if I'm going with a 7-iron or a 6-iron and I put it out into the trees, blow out. If I put it into the bunker and it's plugged, blow out.
Exactly.
So it depends on your confidence as well.
Yeah, so there's a couple of options when you've got a lot of trouble around the green to eliminate those blowout holes.
So why don't we just go down and have a look at, the little punch shot I played, what that's left me and what the others
we'll walk
left.
towards the green and show you a little bit more about what you've got here.
Perfect. So, Annie, this is such a great little hole.
Yeah,
it's very short, but it's where you can have a blowout if you're not careful.
Oh, completely. And sometimes the short ones are the ones you've got to look out for, aren't they? Because they put a lot of trouble around the green. Because they know that you can par it pretty easily.
And you can see here, this is the little one where I just played a little punch shot. So in the opening there, I've got it. Remember, I'm just trying to play 100. And there's the full shot on in the middle of the green.
Yep.
So it's interesting. What am I going to do even for this second shot here? Depending on what we want to do. So shall we go and have a go at record this as well, and see what happens here?
Play this shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Why not? You've got a couple of options here as well.
We have got a couple of options, as you just said. We could, because we're trying to break 100, we can just chip it through the gap, 2-putt down, we walk off with 5. We're laughing.
Exactly.
Laughing. So I can just chip it there, 2-putt down, not take on too much.
Yeah.
If I try to be the hero and go for it,
that's right.
Maybe as someone trying to break 80 or break 70, I might do that.
If you're a really good player, single figure marker pro, go for that green. You're probably only using a lob wedge, but 90% of people put it on the middle of the green, putt across, and
don't take on too much. So if I was going to do that, I'm not going to take on too much. So I'm just
going to. About my shadow there, Dee.
You could move it.
I'm trying to stay in.
So I'm not going for the flag stick. I'm just going to put it out because we've got preferred lies here. I'm just going to put it towards that bunker, little pitch shot. So I've just played a little pitch shot into the middle of the green.
It got unlucky with the bounce.
It got unlucky.
It could easily have come around a bit better for you, and it could have been even better, but it's perfectly safe there.
And like you said, we could have even just rolled one up if we wanted to.
Played a little, even putted. But it's quite, we wouldn't really suggest putting. But if you absolutely felt you had to, then you could.
We could have just got a little 7-iron, 8-iron and just played a chip shot
and run.
And let it run on up.
Shit shot.
I like that. So we can play a little chip shot. And run it up there. 2 putts, off we go.
Easy.
Golf
we've got our bogey, haven't we?
We've got our bogey.
Yeah.
We're going to break 100. We're just delighted, and we're not going to. Remember, we're not going to the next hole in fear, and that's
you're more relaxed. You're enjoying your game.
Exactly.
When you have the blowout hole, it curses you for the next 3 holes.
I think especially Annie, this is only the second hole, so when you don't want to start you don't want to go at it too.
That's a great point, actually, isn't it, Dee? Starting off,
start steady.
Yes, get yourself with a bogey or something on the first and the second, and ease your way into your round.
Exactly.
Don't do anything silly on the first few holes because it can stuff up your whole day.
Yes, because breaking 100 You're allowed a bogey or even a double bogey on some of the holes because
right.
of how difficult the hole is.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
you don't have to par the first hole or the second hole.
That's right. Play to your handicap,
Use
play
this.
to your talent, to your standard. Yeah, and then you're more relaxed and set yourself up for a good day.